okay.
college, but
Right.
we're gonna get it heated. We're gonna start off
Nah,
with a heated topic right now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I want each of you to define what an NBA superstar is to you all. What do you guys classify someone when you
In
see this person and you like, all right, that's an NBA superstar?
in, in
I'll
my
co-sign. I'll co-sign on Chuck real quick.
in my opinion, Wayne, and for everybody watching, if you're the best player on your team, most important, and you're producing, and they spend a high pick on you, you a superstar. For instance, I think Bradley Beal is a superstar.
Let's
He
not
went,
get
he
it.
went
Let's not
straight
get
to
into
it.
this.
He went straight to
He
it.
went
I'm
straight
He
going
to
went
it.
straight
to it.
into it. This is my
Straight to it.
definition. For instance, we'll get into it, but let's give some facts. Bradley Beal averaged 30 points back years. He's producing every time he's out in the court. He was a top 3 pick. He's not a bust, and he's been an all-star multiple years. It's not like he is not producing like you say John Wall did for the at one time. You think John Wall is just an all-star. He's not, which he is. But that's my opinion. I think if it's your best player, your franchise player, and he's producing for you, doing as much as he can for you, that's your superstar on that team.
All right.
That's my definition of a superstar.
All
Well,
right.
he touched on some good points. I mean, my definition of a superstar would probably be someone who can carry a team, someone who can stay consistent in all aspects of the game, someone who can go to a different team and do the same thing on a consistent basis. Because when y'all say superstars, I know y'all can call a lot of people superstars, and their teams are trash. They don't win, but you're still
Oh,
gonna classify them as a superstar.
all right.
And I feel like going into the topic that we are going to, as far as Chris saying Bradley Bill, of course I agree with him, not because we Wizards fans, not because of none of that, but
My boy.
this man has been
That's
consistent.
exactly what it's because of.
That boy's been consistent. There's a lot of players though who's been consistent who you would borderline call them a superstar, and
But my
especially going off,
but the
you
point
know,
was, Wayne would say if Bradley Beal went to the Lakers or the Heat, he's instantly a superstar. Instantly.
So
You
let's
said
get
that.
it
You
on.
said that before.
Let's go
You said it
on.
before.
Let's get it on. And I said no. I never said that.
No, you said about
To
Heat.
me,
No,
I
maybe it was
think
Joey. It was Joey. It was Joey then. It was
mm,
Joey.
I think a lot of people get superstar, or maybe I'm just harsh and I have a very tough criteria for superstars, right? I think a superstar is someone. Correct, Joey. They don't win when the
Hey,
Wizards
hey,
do not
hey,
win.
hey!
Let me define my
It's
pause,
superstar.
coming. It's coming. It's coming.
pause, pause,
Wait, let me
No,
pause.
define my
How
superstar. Let
often
me
has the Wizards ever won though? Like you
All
act
right,
like the Wizards.
let me
Come on,
define my
man.
come on.
So
superstar.
We
you
win a
can't
So
little
just
bit.
my superstar
continue.
my superstar is someone that can be a 1A or 1B on a championship contending team. If you are not that person, there's no way for me to consider you a superstar. You cannot be a superstar if you're defined as the number two
Yeah.
right away. There's no way. So, for example, you said, "Oh, if you are a high pick and you're producing." By your logic, Colin Sexton is a superstar. Is Colin Sexton a superstar? No.
My question to
You
you
guys,
though. My
you
question
guys
to you.
aren't winning. You guys aren't winning anything. Bradley Bill has never made it to a conference finals, and he had John Wall too, right? Right? That's why
Wait,
John
well,
Wall
I
is not a
mean,
superstar,
John,
okay,
hold on.
all
right?
John
right,
Wall and Bradley
time
Beal
out,
had
Wayne,
some
because you're going
seasons,
on
bro.
a whole different, you're going on a whole
I
different
know
rant
that
right now, dude.
that's
Like,
his
what
opinion.
other team has made it to an instant conference finals and beat LeBron anyway?
You
Come
don't
on
have to
now,
beat LeBron. You just have to get to the conference
but that's who's
finals.
been coming out the East though.
All
So
right.
regardless if they made it
Bradley
to,
Bill, if Bradley
wait,
Bill
what?
is the number one player on your team, you're not making it to the
So yes
second
or
round of
no,
the
yes or no,
playoffs.
has Bradley Bill led the league in scoring?
No,
He's never led the league in scoring.
never led the league in scoring.
Yes or
Hmm.
no?
He's averaged 30, but he's never
How
led the
many?
league in
Who led
scoring.
the league in scoring that year?
James Harden at 34.6.
Damn.
James Harden.
But
All
still,
right.
dude.
So that's
30. You know how
Bradley.
hard it
So
is. You know how
30
hard it
isn't.
is. You know how hard it is to average 33 years
That's
in a row.
he's putting up empty calorie stats. That's all it
Now
is.
this.
And he averaged 30, and you guys were a lottery team.
Now this.
The argument isn't about the Wizards, okay? We
We're
know.
talking about superstars. He's a superstar because Wayne, he goes to Lakers and does that. He goes to the Heat
He's
and does
not going
that.
to the Lakers and averaging 30.
This is
He has a better.
hypotheticals.
He
This is
has a better
hypotheticals.
team. He's not efficient. That's a fact. He's not efficient. One, he's not efficient. He's not efficient at all.
What do you
Two,
consider
two.
efficient?
He has a better team now.
He's not efficient.
and he-
That's what I'm saying. What do you consider efficient? Dude?
what you mean? What I consider efficient? We
Is
can look
Russ
at
is
Bradley
Russ still a
Beal's stats.
superstar?
Russ is no longer a
Let's
superstar.
talk about efficiency. He's not. He's not.
Bradley
Right?
Bill's average. Bradley Bill's 29% from the field. I mean, 29% from the three, 45% from the field. That's not efficient. You want to know what's efficient? Zach LaVine. He's averaging 49% from the field goal and 41% from 3-point line, and he's taking almost 7 threes a game.
Bradley Beal's hurt
That's
right now.
efficient.
We're not talking
Bradley
about
Bill's hurt.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Even when he was healthy, he's not efficient. Yeah, he's putting up a lot of shots. That's all he's doing. He's putting up a lot of shots.
He's
because no
the
one-
most important person on the team. He's probably the
That's
best shooter
because
on the
he-
team.
that's what I
So
He's
said
the
because
best.
shooting
He's
a
the
lot.
best. He's the
He has
best.
to take the
player on
most
team.
shots, bro. He has to take the most
Same
shots.
thing with Colin Sexton. Same exact thing with Colin Sexton.
Why are you comparing
Back
him
to
to
my
Colin
point.
Sexton, though?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Thank
Is that
you,
your comparison?
DLB.
He's a superstar.
Thank you.
He's not.
Thank you, DLB.
So what happened when he was
Thank
with
you.
John Wall? He just averaged 20. He's a star in the league. Being a superstar is
No.
two different things. There
Bro.
are very few superstars in the league. This is my point. I think the superstars in the league are people like KD. Paul George is on the fringe. He's like borderline superstar, right? Same thing with like Joel Embiid,
Still?
Joker, Paul George. He just
Still?
went to the West. He went to the Western Conference Finals with Kawhi being hurt. That's a fact.
I mean,
That's a
I'm not.
fact.
I mean, because I used to call Paul George a superstar. I used to use superstar.
He's a
He's
super-
not
and you know
empty.
why you called him a superstar? Because when he was with Indiana, which is another low market team, what he did, he went to the finals.
No, he lost to LeBron.
In
Though,
conference
like I
finals,
said,
conference
though.
finals. In Game
Bro.
7 versus the Big Three.
It don't matter. He
Did it-
lost.
So
He
no,
lost.
Paul
It don't
George.
matter.
You're talking about the
Kawhi
Paul
Leonard,
George
wait,
team with
Kawhi-
Roy Hibbert, right? You're talking about that team,
Yeah.
right? You know who played them
Yeah.
before them that Eastern Conference Finals, right? That second round, it was John Wall and the Wizards because I remember
Like I
watching
said-
that shit.
Yeah,
But
and like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying,
you
what I'm
guys
saying,
are-
Bradley Beal is a
Bradley-
superstar.
Bradley Beal being 1A or 1B on your team, you're never getting out of the second round.
Bro, the reason why the Wizards haven't done anything is because they never had a true big man in the past, I don't know, 15
Oh.
years.
I would say, yeah. I mean, true big man. Yeah, I would say.
If you cannot
solid
defend the
three.
post, people are killing us inside.
But him and
Then
John Wall.
people
was
worry about the
controlling that
inside
pick
and they
roll.
pass it out and hit the threes. That's
Bro,
why
y'all
Wizards
had
defense is
Marcin-
terrible.
They had Marcin-
Gortat in that pick and roll was keeping.
Y'all had
John Wall in
Gortat,
position.
bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, I'm not going to say that. We never had a three. We never had a three guard.
I'm not
We never
hearing
had a three
that
guard.
because you will take Bradley Beal on the Heat in a heartbeat.
Yeah, all right, let me go. To me, a superstar is a 1A, 1B that can take you to, at minimum, the conference final. So if this person is a 1A or 1B on your team, you know if you pair him with another 1A or 1B player, you guys are finals contenders. For example, I think right now, you guys said that Bradley Beal is a superstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Beal could go to Philly right now, and I don't think they would be finished top 3 in the East.
Crazy. You're crazy.
All right. Okay.
And honestly,
That's-
I could.
Are you
and
taking
I-
you taking
I
them
could
over
say-
Milwaukee?
I could see the Wizards doing some dumb shit.
You
This is
taking them over
hypothetical.
Milwaukee? No. You taking them over the Nets?
Who's
No.
sticking Giannis on that game?
No, I said if he go to
If he goes to Philly, right? You talking about Philly?
Yeah, Ben's not going to be there.
Yeah, Ben would go to the Wizards if that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah,
Oh, no.
him and Tobias.
I might actually take him over Milwaukee. I definitely take him over Atlanta. I definitely take him over who else?
Not taking
Us.
them over the Heat.
I don't know.
I don't
Might
know
take him over
either.
the Heat.
No. So he's not a superstar. Jimmy Butler is a borderline superstar.
See, Jimmy Butler, in my eyes, because he's your top player on your team, right?
That's y'all keep mixing up. I think you guys are mixing up
See,
franchise
my-
players and superstars.
No, I don't think they're
People
the same
view
thing.
them as
I don't
superstars,
think so.
though.
No, that's my issue. I think there are very few superstars: LeBron, Paul George, James Harden,
You're just talking about
KD.
the faces.
I feel like
Really.
They
franchise, but you built your franchise around franchise players. Like
Yeah,
if
and
they're
I don't
not
think
like, you know what
no
I'm saying?
GM
Like,
is like, yo, I'm gonna start my team with Bradley Bill. There's
yeah.
no if that's he's not your first pick to start. That's how you actually that's how you define a franchise player.
But you
They
just
would be the
said
first. You
you
would
just
pick
said
this person
but you just
and
said
build
you
your
just
team around
bro,
them.
you just said superstars and franchise players on the same thing. So if you're not
So
taking him to start a
If
team
we have a
because he's not a
draft,
franchise player,
question: if we
then
have
you're gonna take him because
you
he's gonna
can
come
be
in and
a
make a
franchise
difference
player.
here's the problem with your
as a
argument right now,
superstar.
and in my eyes, the Wizards had a top 3 pick, right?
Yeah.
They drafted him. In their eyes, he could be
Were
a
you guys a
what?
good franchise?
That was a bad draft for us, Chris. Not gonna lie.
No, that was probably one of the best drafts we had.
Man,
And
not
bro, me and Wayne have been talking about Wizards
nah.
drafts. Look who we drafted in the past 10 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as
No,
to come in and take, bro, we didn't do anything. Like we went to the playoffs once, like far in the playoffs once. And that was because we still had John Wall. Like John Wall was the difference maker
no, that's because our
because
center
And
was
and all
Marcin
right,
Gortat.
in
him
that
and John
draft
Wall,
class,
like
there's only two potential superstars in that draft class, and they probably are superstars because they've been to conference finals and one's a champion. Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard. Outside of that, that's not really a good draft class. I mean, they got Draymond Green in there, Chris Middleton's in there as
but he's
well.
gonna be a
So
Hall of Famer though.
give you all of that. I give you that.
So
So
wait, so is Drake?
Bradley Bill's not even top three in this draft class.
You was about to say it's
He
Draymond Green, the
was right.
superstar,
He
Chris?
was the number 3 pick for Washington.
Yeah, but if you go back, he's not the top three. He's not top three in his draft class.
All right, nobody.
I'm still.
How
He's
can
still
you
a
not be
superstar.
top
Enough
three
with
in
the
your
Bradley
draft
Bell
class?
slander, man. Because I feel like we're gonna keep on going around in circles.
We'll drop
We
30
are.
back to back to back. That's all I
Because
got
you're
to
not gonna
say.
tell me like somebody who drops that, like, come on a consistent basis.
That's empty calorie stats, man.
But he-
all I
he-
can say.
he-
So
impacts the
empty
game.
calorie stats. Is Drew Brees a superstar because he fucked floods it?
He got a
So
Super Bowl.
Charles Barkley
Okay,
wasn't a
but
superstar
I'm
neither,
just
huh?
saying, like, yeah,
He got
Barkley,
an MVP.
Uh,
He got an MVP. He won MVP
like
over Jordan
people
in his
that do
prime,
stats, like, come on,
and he'd been to the
it's a part
finals.
of the game, right? Making the
That's
buckets.
what I'm saying. You could be a bucket, you could be a star, but to say you're a superstar is a totally different thing, in my opinion. But
He is.
let's go ahead and get to the next topic. So, next
man.
topic.